Tia, I would say, Doug, we need to create our own culture within the culture of Take Shape for Life.
We entertained all the time anyway. I mean, I loved having barbecues. I loved having girlfriends over. I was always hosting some kind of parties.
People are always used to going to happy hour. What do you eat? Fried foods and probably too much alcohol. She goes, what if we had a healthy happy hour before the training? We have an absolute ball.
Doug and Tia Wood.
Thank you guys. What you just saw in that video was us at our best. And what you see now, standing before you, see, the only thing that's missing is you didn't see the process over the last 3.5 years. 4 years ago today, I was 70 pounds overweight. I haven't told anybody this, and a few people in this room know, but T and I were over $500,000 in debt 4 years ago today when we started this journey. I owned a furniture store on the west side of Portland. I was drowning in debt. Oh sure, we had the boat parked in the driveway. Couldn't even put gas in to take it to the lake. Had to put the payroll multiple times for my company of 15 employees on my personal credit cards. Tia looked at me one day and said, I want to send my head to a Christian private school for preschool. Can we do it? And I said, babe, you got to go get another job. We can't do it. It was $175 a month, but from the outside, hundreds of thousands of dollars are coming in, and literally, we were within 30 days of getting the doors locked in our business. I didn't go to convention that summer. That was in Scottsdale, Arizona. Sure wish I would have. But I did come a year later, and that was in Dallas, Texas, 3 years ago. And I sat about halfway in the back. I think our volume at the time was $6,001 because we wanted to qualify to go to the executive director party. Extrinsic, right? During that journey, really, that's where it began to happen. And throughout that time, I'll tell you, we stand today because of some things that we got some help with in our business from some mentorship. We closed the furniture store and began Take Shape for Life, and we stand before you debt-free. And it is possible, and you can do it. I want to take you a little bit more through this process, too.
So, you know, we came to this convention like you guys sitting out in the audience, and I was inspired. I saw a visionary man that dreamed bigger than I had ever seen. I'm a small town Iowa girl, born and raised. And at 17 years of age, I left home to pursue a dream to help people. And my heart was for missions. And when I sat in this room, I saw this, you guys. I pictured myself. I wrote it out. I said, I want to be up on the stage speaking and saying that this is possible. This is possible for you guys. You have a purpose and a reason on this planet. And, you know, we went home from convention that year, and I'm so grateful to our mentorship, Lisa and Jaime Castro, David and Terry. They invited us into their home, and that was what was amazing to me. I've been looking for a place to belong for a long time. And when I came into that home that day for a Habits of Health training, I felt love and authenticity and realness that I had never, ever experienced growing up in the church world. It was real. This was real. These were people that wanted to move forward, and together, collectively, were coming alongside each other. And, you know, I realized I saw them create it. I wanted to go create it too. And so that's what Doug and I began to do. We began to invite people in our home. The first time we had Health and Hope Night, we called them, nobody came. The next time was Carl and Molly. You saw them on the screen. They came, and it was just the four of us. That was our Health and Hope Night.
And the next week, we said, well, let's do this again. This is really working. And nobody came. And guess what? It was about the fourth time, consistently every week, that nobody came, that we almost quit.
We almost quit. And we just did, you guys, to thrive means to make steady progression. And we just stayed steady. You know, we connected with our business coaches, our mentors, Lisa, on a weekly basis. We had people, they surrounded us. And we just started getting out there and intentionally living every day. So you say, what does that mean? Well, I'm saying I wake up in the morning, even when I don't feel like it, even when I'm not inspired, even when we're not inspired, we go out because we know what we have is so amazing. It's given us the freedom to drive together to take our girls to school in the morning, to see Carl and Molly in the carpool lane, dropping off their daughter at school in the morning. You guys, this is amazing. And I realized if I didn't push past my fears and walk in freedom and tell myself in the mirror every morning, even when I didn't feel like it, I have a purpose. Somebody needs me today. Who's on my heart? Oh, I need to pick up the phone, call them. I need to text message them. Get out there and do it. So how do you go out and connect with people? It's just doing it on a daily basis, loving on people, and, you know, Doug, that's what we've done each and every day.
Absolutely. And, you know, just to back up the story real quick, Tia said something that forever changed my life. See, we hit a season, which I didn't tell you about, right after convention that year, where we kind of got back into our own stuff. You know what your own stuff is? You start oscillating. You start going backwards. You get out of the jacuzzi experience. And guess what, guys? Put some weight back on that fall. It was January, right now some goals of 2011. And Tia grabbed me by the hand. And she looked me in the eyes and said, Doug, if we don't get out of our own way, we are holding thousands of people back. Because someone is depending on us to break through and get healthy. And I'm telling you right now, guys, all 3,000 of you, someone is depending on you getting healthy. And if you're like us, this whole weekend you're going, I wish so-and-so was here. I wish so-and-so was here. And you're thinking of these people that, oh my goodness, if I would have just tried a little harder to have them come with me. Right now, think of them. Write them down. As soon as I'm done, shoot them a text message. Say, I love you. I can't wait to get home and hang out. I want to hang out this week. And begin to start that process, because the process starts this year. You want to have a team of 20 with you next year? It starts today. It doesn't start 2 weeks before convention next year. And that's what we did. We left that convention. Sure, in 2011, we finally made that official decision where we set our non-negotiables. Our non-negotiables for us was we're going to get really clear on our finances. For one, God is first in our life, so we chose to tithe. 10% of our income was going to go to our tithe. That was number one. Then our family, well, and our faith. And just like the teachers talked about, was we set time apart for our girls. And then after that, Take Shape of Life got scheduled next. You're like, well, Doug, you're saying you didn't watch The Kardashians or American Idol? No! Are you kidding me? Guess what? There'll be another season that's on reruns. For that season, I can turn off the TV, right? Yeah. I can turn off the TV and focus on what mattered. Dr. Ray just said earlier, you know what? You have 12 hours in the day. You're sick and tired. You're on your way home. All you want to do is sleep, veg out, do whatever. No, those are the times, Tia, that we worked the business, didn't we?
We did.
I guess we kind of worked it when we were uncomfortable.
And we stopped making our excuses why we couldn't and found a reason why we could. It's amazing to see those small daily things that we chose to make those secondary choices and how it's created the life that we have today.
You know, we needed to put our own protection bubble around us. So you know what we did? We scheduled our life busy. We started recognizing our oscillating cycles. So guess what? I know 2 weeks from right now, I might have a bad day. You might have an argument with your spouse. Of course, no one here ever has an argument with their spouse, right? And so what do you do during those times? Well, setting in advance really a bio network of support. So you know why half the reason, you know, our team, and now we fill our house on a weekly basis with 30 health coaches, and we train and we inspire and we just get together and have what you just saw on the screen. But the reason we do that half the time is for us. Because guess what? When you're connected in this environment, it goes with you and it goes beyond you. So you want to take convention with you? Go start it in your home. Go start it in your house, and then guess what? It'll move to a hotel. Then it will move to somewhere else, and it will get bigger and bigger because you made the decision to plant your feet. And I want to end with this. A year and a half ago, right after we hit global, we had been very lean and very good with our finances. We sold our house in Hillsboro, Oregon. And we're looking for a place that was a little bit bigger. We didn't know where we wanted to move, but we knew that we needed to kind of finish getting lean. We wanted to be out of debt officially, so we sold our house, okay? So we literally wanted to get lean. We found a house up on a hill about 20 minutes away across town, and it was too big. T and I were in a huge, I would say, Take Shape for Life will create communication.
Yes, it will.
Spouse.
Yeah.
If you want to sweep things under the rug, you can, but you'll be forced to kind of work together. And what happened was we got this house, and Tia looked at me and said, "Doug, this house is perfect." And I was like, "It's too big." At the time, I thought it was too expensive for what it was. It had an upstairs with 3 bedrooms, and a whole downstairs living quarters with 2 master bedrooms and a bonus room. I was like, "What? We do not need this." And Tia was like, "This just feels right." I said, "Who's going to live down there? It's ridiculous." 2 weeks later, my sister, who had struggled with alcohol and things, and been kicked out of multiple rehabs, was pretty much going onto the streets. And I gave Jen, when she came in, I gave her a condition that if she was to advance, we could take it 2 weeks by 2 weeks. My sister and her daughter moved in because no rehab facility would take her. And I didn't realize that was part of our dream from early beyond, that I wanted to set up a safe house. And Tina and I wanted to set up a safe house for people to come and grow and advance. And throughout that process, my sister moved in. And that one room downstairs happened to be for her. And a year and a half later, no rehab, no anything facility that she's constantly getting kicked out of could ever be what she needed at that time and what we needed. She came into our life. 1.5 years today, she is sober and she's right here with me. Because of Take Shape for Life, providing the income that Tina felt right about getting that house, my sister, a year and a half later, is not only sober, but she works as Tia's and I's assistant, and she just launched a ministry called Unleashing Breakthrough, because now she helps people walk through the complete journey of from being arrested all the way to getting sober, and that's what Take Shape for Life.
Take Shape for Life to be for you. This is a vehicle for you to create the life that matters most to you, to impact the people that you love the most. The reason why Jen stands here today, my sister stands here today, that Mandy and Jeanette, my mother-in-law, my mother-in-love, they stand here today is because we love them. And the reason the team is here today, that we get to work with and link arms with, is because of love. And you know what? On the other side of love is fear. And what I want to encourage you today is to kick past fear, to stand in love today. You are the answer to a lost and broken world. You are the hope and the help that this world needs. And so many people are depending on us, breaking through, getting over ourselves, getting out of our fears and anxieties, and stepping into love. Love yourself. Love yourself endlessly. Step past it, move into your destiny, and will you be the one? Will you be the one that reaches out their hand and just goes all out after this and jumps all in?
Because guess what, Dr. A? I am all in.